Shazam! Hello, everyone. Chatting here with Jeff, VW Bricks,
Hello.
my new best friend in Canada. So you figured out generally where I was.
Yeah,
So
I'm from Peterborough.
where generally are you?
I'm up in Peterborough.
Oh, you're in Peterborough. Okay.
Yeah,
so you're in the
I lived in
Quarthouse.
Toronto for a while, and I've lived in Hamilton, and I lived north of Brampton and Caledon area for years. So
I'm sorry to hear that. No.
but I lived in Hamilton.
You were
for
saying
2
something
years
on your stream, I think, the other night. Toronto people from Toronto think they're the center of the universe.
Well, that's
Guilty as
that's
charged.
because no one from Toronto was actually in that stream, right? So
Yeah.
people
Oh,
from
no,
Quebec, they think they're from the center of the universe. Yeah, how about that?
Oh, I get so many stories driving from Toronto to New Brunswick.
Yeah.
And it's not that I've been treated badly in Quebec, and I definitely have my own little biases, but I definitely have been treated differently. Like, there was one of the stops. It's like Ontario's nice because you got but as soon as you get into Quebec, you don't have those en route stations. It's not the same.
Yeah.
And you pull off and you go to what should be safe, a McDonald's, and you go in there and you want a large Coke. I'm thirsty.
Yeah.
And my French is, I took it in grade 5 to grade 9.
Grade 9, yeah.
And I didn't even get the credit. I had to take 3 substitutions before it qualified as a substitute for the French to get what was at the time the OSSD in Ontario. Yeah. And both my principal and my French teacher agreed, Richard Martin should not take this course again. Whatever.
Please. Don't make it.
Do not let this student come in my class again, because I slept in the class. I was a horrible student. I never applied myself for the French. But we'd go through Quebec and stop at McDonald's. I want a Coke. And I know this guy speaks English, because most of the time when you stop, they take care of you really good. They treat you so good. But this one guy, he sits there, and I'm trying to say, I want a large Coke. I want a Grand Coke. I'm making gestures as if that's supposed to help. And I know he's screwing with me. I walk out so mad. My wife goes, "What's wrong?" I go, he wouldn't give me a Coke in this and that. Did you point out? I said, yeah, I even pointed to the stupid screen. He really messed with me that day. But it's like, most of the people have been awesome going through there, but that's in my head. And I'll never forget that. It's like, you buggers, you had to treat me like that. And of course, paranoid of getting pulled over with my Ontario plates.
Yeah.
And of course, I don't have snow tires and all that other nonsense, right? It's like,
yeah. For me, most of the French people I know are Lego builders, so I mean, they were all great people. So
and the only ones I talk to are in the Lego communities. They're great.
Yeah. So yeah, as far as I'm concerned, French people are great. So,
remember when I'm trying to remember where that bridge was. I think it was in Laval. The roadway collapsed, the bridge. Yeah. And me and my wife had been on it just like a few weeks previous. There was a christening on her side of the family there. And we were there for 3 days, had the best poutine I've yet to ever have. Got to get it again someday. And we were told, oh, yeah, that's mafia poutine. What do you mean that's mafia poutine? And then that's when I was educated, like, the mafia in Quebec, you don't mess with. It's like, forget what you think about movies and Italians and in New York or something. No, Quebec. Quebec, you be very careful. And they control a lot of stuff. But it's like, oh, the best poutine I ever had. We had that. We didn't eat for 2 days. It was huge tray. Incredible. Yeah. How you doing, Jake? I saw you slip in there before we went live. Master Microwave, I don't understand how it says. He was there before.
Yeah, that was there since I opened up the
and the timing didn't look right. And I'm looking like, that can't be right. He's been around plenty. Mama Lego is here.
Oh, you started streaming. My phone just told me.
Yeah, I saw the links are slowly coming up.
Yeah.
My Twitch one came up. My Facebook one came up a few minutes ago, 4 minutes ago. Yeah, I mean, I used to be super paranoid. Oh, that's not working. No, the system
it's just delayed by a few minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, notifications being what they are.
Yeah. I tend to send my own reminders now. It's like, oh yeah, so and so is streaming soon, so
Yeah, I actually had a great script once upon a time that I used to use to send out to a bunch of people because sure enough, notifications don't work. I know, like for some guys, like Jazz's streams, I get almost none of his notifications.
Yeah,
and it really bothers him and me. Like even when I want to be there and I forget and I'm not getting those notifications, like YouTube is so broken, and I don't understand why it is, given the money behind the system. I mean, I know a lot of it is 10-year-old is a 10-year-old backbone, but it's like, come on.
Well, and there's probably like how many millions of people using it at any moment.
Sure, and that could be enough to tax the system, but
yeah,
everyone else has figured out how to scale stuff. Why is their scalability not working?
Maybe the secret is to not start streaming exactly on the hour, because everybody would start streaming it exactly on the hour.
Yeah,
right.
And see, like when I use this software, you schedule it in 5-minute increments, but that doesn't mean you got to start it. You could start it whenever you want, except for Facebook. If you miss by 10 minutes, you're screwed on that schedule.
Yeah. I started streaming to Facebook and I stopped because I found it slowed down my computer even more. Which doesn't make sense because I figure StreamYard is just taking the one signal in and splitting it on their end.
Well, yeah, they're doing all the heavy lifting. If you get the one out of your system, and they're doing everything, especially if you're only using one camera. It's a very light load for your end.
Yeah, I had 2 going at that time, so maybe that was it too. But, yeah,
I know a lot of people suggest, maybe you should run the second or third cameras on other machines. It's like, I absolutely can. Well, that's just going to add either more machines running here, and I got to put them somewhere.
Yeah.
I could just run the extra tabs. Once I figured out how to make that work, and I figured out how to not have my voice have echo problems, because the echo cancellation is garbage on this software.
Yeah.
It just really is. Yeah. I set up the second ones, and what I do 2 things. My second and third cameras, I set up for speaker, speaker to a null. So in my case, it's the speakers are going to the computer monitor. It's HDMI connected. However, there's no speakers in my monitor, so I'm not hearing myself 2, 3, 5 times.
Yeah.
And I also mute the second and third cameras. That helps.
Yeah.
So between the 2, that's it.
Yeah.
But echo cancellation, don't trust it. I find it's broken or doesn't work. Whether I do it on separate computers or do it all on the same computer with the multiple tabs.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. What happened? Your computer was working fine for an hour and a half.
Trying to reboot.
You know what it is? He wants to sit on the couch. He's a liar. His little girl. Even he's watching a movie with his little girl. That's what it is. It's okay. You can be forgiven.
I think Mama Lego wants us to start actually talking about Lego.
Uh-oh.
Wonder how long it will take the server to crash.
Oh, are we going to put bets on it? I mean, there's another. It's so frustrating. Now, we saw about a year ago where they set up the queue system.
Yeah.
Now, here's what's funny. So some people be connecting and they get that queue system and they're happy and it works right away. But some of us who were screwing around for 10 minutes before midnight, we weren't in the queue system. We're doing our thing. We got our order in and we're in and out. We never saw the queue system at all.
Yeah.
And then we've seen them on other launches, morning launches, and they didn't use the queue system at all.
Yeah, I think they're still trying to figure out which way is the best. I mean, if I were them, I'd be doing a queue system, but also canceling all the existing sessions right off the bat.
Yeah, you would think
everybody gets.
It would lighten the load right away, like boom, bump, 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 bump.
Yeah.
In my warehouse, when they want us off, when they want to do, a remote boot or whatever, everyone off.
Yeah.
Whether they tell us or not, we're all sitting there. I'm a warehouse machine operator, and I got dock stalkers and overhead pickers and everything. And all our machines got these little $3,000 Android terminals on them. Trust me, if they get slow or something's weird going on, we know sooner or later they're going to just bump us off remotely. And all of a sudden, oh man, why is it going in a little circle? because it's got, a remote desktop protocol running.
Yeah.
So it's Android, but it's basically running a virtual machine of some sort.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
And it's like, oh, okay, I guess we're all going to log back in, 4-minute process. They go click, 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 click. Pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Hey, Serge, how you doing? Long time.
I'm fine.
Oh, that's Siri's is listen. Yeah, look at that. Siri is spying on me. Thank you, Siri.
Yeah, I don't use her.
I don't have a lot of use for it, other than I yell and I say, "Call my wife."
There's my
call my daughter. Oh, I was given. Well, all our phones are iPhones, just because I've loved them since the 4th one.
Fair enough.
And I don't like doing tech support when my wife had Androids. It's like, oh. Yeah. And I used to jailbreak the iPhones, and I used to root the Androids. Mm-hmm. Had a lot of fun with it, but I got to a point where the fun factor was gone, and now I'm just wasting time.
Yeah.
I wasn't getting features that were worth all the hoops I was jumping through to either jailbreak an iPhone or to root an Android. Yeah. And then when my wife was having some grief with the Androids, I said, no, I'm not doing this no more. iPhone. Daughter, iPhone. And no more trouble. And they don't bug me for features they don't have because they don't know they're missing them.
Yeah. So, I mean, for me, my first smartphone was an iPhone 3.
Oh, wow.
3 or 4.
4 was my first one, and I love that one. It was a beast.
It was 4. But I liked it until I needed to actually access my own network at home. And then I realized, I can't actually go to a server and get a picture?
Yeah. And I mean...
Like, what? So that
and what's worse, you don't have low-level access to the phone and to the file system on the iPhone. And it's like, and to this day, that bothers me.
Yeah. Yeah. So I ended up jumping over to Android right after that. Because by then Android had enough of a foundation.
Yeah.
Right. I think I went to a Google Pixel or a Google, not Pixel. It was pre-Pixel. Anyway, whatever the Google phone was, and I've pretty much been pure Google since then.
Oh, okay. I don't know which Android my buddy got, but he got a good one, or what he thought was a good one. We're driving to the coast. He's doing his thing. I'm doing my thing. So and of course, like everyone else these days, your phone is your GPS and your windshield.
Yeah.
And he's complaining his phone's turning off. So I go, you're plugged in, right? Oh yeah, it's charging as we go. And his phone was burning more power faster than he could charge it. And I don't know if this was a common problem with one model or with Android iOS at the time or whatever it was. But it was hilarious when we were driving because for periods of time he had no GPS. And that's okay when you're in major cities, but when you're going through a lot of New Brunswick,
where it's a lot of turns,
and you're on logging roads and stuff, and you already got sketchy phone service, you really want that GPS work, and you want your screen on. And his phone would power off because he was burning it faster than he could pull it in. And I thought that was incredible. So I would make fun of him all the time for that. I go, yeah, you can tell me all you want about your Android. My iPhone working great.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, how long had he had that phone, though? It could have been that his battery was just shot.
You know what's funny? Right? So that particular phone, whichever one it was definitely one where he was able to pop off the back, and he had replaceable batteries. So he had 3 that he would cycle through.
Okay.
Which is something, hey, I still wish I had on the iPhone. Because, I remember the BlackBerry and the Palm OS, Palm Treo days. I've always been a geek, so I had all these great devices over the years, and being able to swap batteries to me was a very important part of having a digital device. And then when we started like iPhone, what do you mean it's sealed? What's this garbage? And sure enough, the iPhone was the first phone I had to rip apart to replace my own battery, and I figured out how to do that. And then a year and a half ago, I did that with this is my iPhone 7.
Okay.
And I did it with my wife's iPhone 5 because at the time it was like, okay, the only problem we have with these phones, we love the phones. Our entire lives are on them. The only thing was the battery life. It was like we burned them out. Yeah. And, I bought, I don't know what I spent, $50 total or $60 total to get 2 battery kits, Amazon with the tools and all, the screen puller, and did mine first, then did hers, and great. I got 99% Battery capacity still on this, and it's great. It's like definitely extended the life of the phone. It was worth the trouble.
Do you fully charge your batteries?
I'll tell you, this is how bad I am. Every night without fail, even though I don't need to, that phone goes on the charger.
That's why they mentioned that.
Yeah. And I'll tell you the truth. Same thing with the watch. Honestly, every night without fail, it goes on.
Okay.
Now, this is don't let the dot fool you. This is the first watch, and it's still going strong for me. It's got a hard shell on it because I don't want it to hit the back braces on my forklifts or anything because it'll destroy the screen. I don't care what they say it's made out of. But I love the armor I got on this thing.
Yeah, I've been charging my phone 80%. I have like an app on my phone that beeps or vibrates when it hits 80. And
I play with it.
And I've run the same battery for like 5. Well, my last phone I had for 3 full years before it started getting slow, like just machine wise, and never had an issue with the battery. I was always had very good life on it and stuff. So so I've kind of gone to that. I don't know why they don't just allow you to do that as a feature. Stop charging my phone at 80%.
Yeah.
Like
it'd be great, because that last 20% takes forever anyway.
Takes forever, and it heats up your phone even more, and that's where the damage happens. So
heat is horrible, and of course, and what do most of us do, especially when we're in the car? It's up there in the windshield, or it's up high in the windshield cooking. Yeah. I put it now. I'm in my Toyota though, where I've got it mounted. I got an arm, and it's sitting basically right in front of the air conditioner vent.
Yeah.
So when I do run the AC, which isn't all the time, but when I do, it's like, oh, the phone feels so nice. When I don't run the AC, it is almost too hot. Yeah. It's rare that I get the heat error.
Yeah.
But it does happen maybe once a year, and it's not good.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll tell you how bad I am. It's not just the heat. Because I don't take my phone into my warehouse. I don't trust my security who have access to the lockers any more than anything else, right?
Yeah.
So it's like the phone stays in the car, which is horrible. So in the summer it's cooking, and in the winter it's freezing.
Yeah, which is not good.
I try, and there's more than one. Now, fortunately, the last 2 winters, not so bad, not too cold.
Yeah.
But in Toronto, there's been time out to the car, and it's dead until you plug it in for 5 minutes, and then you get, oh look, it's 40%. Out of nowhere,
and
then it works.
It just stops working. Yeah.
So this is how abusive I am with the phones and the batteries, but I'm very capable of swapping out the batteries. It's not difficult. There's more than enough instructions on how to do it.
Easy enough to do. Yeah.
But it's illegal. But you can absolutely wreck the battery and wreck the phone if you're not careful.
Didn't Apple say it was illegal to do that now? To repair your own phone?
Apple's. Well, I watch Louis Rossmann in the States, Right to Repair.
Okay.
He's one of the big guys who are pushing for that in the States, and he's got his own Apple iPad laptop repair service. Great guy in New York. Employs 15 very smart technicians who have had to basically self-teach themselves how to repair everything because Apple doesn't document most of their hardware for you.
Yeah.
And these guys are great, but he's one of the number one pushers for the right to repair. We should be able to repair anything we buy. And even if they want to make these things sealed and mono cased and everything, we should still be able to get in it somehow and have the right to repair parts and have access to the parts and not have someone like Apple say, oh, you can't buy these screens. You can't buy these optical readers. You can't buy these digitizers or whatever. It's like, that's BS. No one should have that kind of control. We pay enough for this stuff. Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
So while I do like my Apple stuff, I'm not going to apologize for some of their less than ethical behavior and their less than environmentally friendly construction processes because they've done some nasty stuff to the hardware. The way they glue some stuff in or some stuff can't be desoldered. It's like so unnecessary. So I mean, if they were making a truly, what sets am I going after? The big UCS one.
Okay.
Yeah, the gunship.
What's the price on that one? Is it over $260? Like will you get the...
Oh yeah, for sure it is.
Okay.
Oh, it's an easy. No, that's an easy one. And I mean, there's other sets I'm interested in, but I probably won't touch them tonight. But I had grabbed already the Mandalorian Starfighter and Boba Fett's Starship. I can't believe they call it Starship.
Yeah.
Oh God, Disney.
Yeah.
There's so I don't know, and and Disney is such a funny company because their own business practices and ethics can be called into question on almost every movie and project they do.
Yeah,
and then they do something so silly. You know what? I'm the first to say it's a kid's toy, and if you want to take Slave 1 out of a kid's toy, you know what? I guess in the grand scheme of things, I shouldn't cry about it.
It's not like they ever called it by that in any of the media, like in any of the movies or anything.
That's the thing.
So I mean,
yes, so only in books that I read.
Kenner. Yeah, 30, I think it was just Kenner's.
And Kenner slapped it on a box.
Yeah.
But I know, other than the toy, and I had the original Kenner. I had so much of the original Kenner stuff. The original Falcon, the original Land Speeder, Snow Speeder, AT-AT. I didn't have Darth Vader's case, but I had the square kind of briefcase style storage case for the figures. I had a lot of stuff. TIE Fighter X-Wing. Actually, the Snow Speeder was a funny story because the Snow Speeder was actually, I guess you would call it a dumpster dive. A family friend had scored the ship minus the gun rods.
Okay.
Gave it to my at home, and my mom and dad were both smart enough in those days to contact manufacturers. We did it with the Atari 2600. We were breaking controllers left, right, and center and replacing the sticks ourselves. Yeah. We'd go down near the exhibition in Toronto, and there was some surplus guy. Because, of course, the Atari 2600... well, because the Atari 2600 was basically off-the-shelf parts. Yeah. So you could do almost all the work yourself. Well, she found out where to get the sticks. And for, I don't know what it was, $2, $4, whatever it was, we would buy the white center sticks, and we would constantly fix those Atari controllers ourselves. It shows you just how geeky we were. Even my dad was all into this stuff. He was a truck driver. So it's not like he was, geared into this, but he was a big kid at heart.
Yeah.
Because he had the Tandy tennis game, with the knobs. And because we were big Radio Shack guys, Rat Shack people. So we were always inclined.
Oh,
how's that?
Yeah, that's better. It just came back. Yeah.
You know what probably was? I got a knob on here, and I got a switch, and it's very possible that it catches. This is a nightmare. I'm ordering a wireless one, and I'll be experimenting with it. But I used to. You're not aware of this. I used to actually tape this. I literally, to not muck up my countertop. I would tape it, and
Yeah, you cut out, and I was like, "Okay, is it mine?" Like I'm starting to play with all of my speakers because it sounded like my mic died.
It's bad if I'm on screen by myself and I don't notice it sometimes. Oh shoot! And that's like, there's a channel, and I got it's a 32-inch monitor I'm using that I'm looking at with this camera. Yeah. But if I'm not looking at it, and I've got it on this huge swing arm that goes 2 feet both ways. It's really easy for me to miss out on a comment. It's like, hey, dumb, your audio's out. Hey, I went through an 8-hour stream when I was building a Chinese tank set.
Okay.
And I bet you half that my audio had gone. I didn't have these headphones. It was some other audio problem. And it's oh my God, I've been talking and no one's been hearing these pearls of wisdom I've been throwing out there. It's like, nope. Actually, that was when I realized I should time lapse my videos and then narrate over that, and that's when I realized, hey, I can actually give them the best parts of that anyway. and do it over 3 minutes instead of that 8-minute video that I had live streamed.
Yeah, exactly.
That was actually long. I got up with this. I went to bed with the sun that day. That was something else. The early days of my streaming were crazy. I can't do those now. 2-3 hours and I cut it off. I don't try and build anything in one session. And that's the way I used to think, I got to build this out. It's like, no. And on top of that, YouTube won't necessarily keep it beyond a certain point. I think if it's longer than 6 or 8 hours,
really?
Yeah, they won't keep it. So if you're going to do a long stream, chop it up.
Break it.
If you're going to do 24 hours, do it in 6-hour bits. And this way, for sure, the archive will be there.
Okay.
But I think if you do more than 8 hours, they only keep the most recent 8 hours. So if you're 8.5, you lose your first half.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Something one of my friends who did a 24-hour stream learned. His long stream went bye-bye, like poof.
Huh.
And he didn't have an archive of it locally, and he really wanted it.
Yeah, there you go. Just trying to figure out what sets I'm debating whether or not I would buy anything.
The only thing I'm wondering if I should open up this screen here. Let's see and move this up. I know logistically I don't have to open the laptop screen, but it does make life easier.
Yeah.
So if I open up a browser here, new window, bring it down where I can see it here. Lego.com. Delivery delays in North America. I'm getting really tired of reading that because almost everyone's got that fixed. And let's see. What am I missing now? I want to share screen, right? Share screen. Wow, that really drags. This might not be the best idea. All right, I don't do this often. If it drags too much, I'll kill it.
Yeah.
Which screen? There we go. What time is it? 43.
You know you want to buy that shoe.
At half price. Actually, a question I have is, can it be made both ways, left and right?
Yes, there is a bag 7. Like there's a 6 bags for the shoe, and then bag 7 is the parts for the other direction. But you have to go online to get the instructions for that, to build it that way.
Them cheeky buggers. They couldn't put 2 more pages in there or whatever.
Well, you have to rebuild the whole shoe.
Really?
Because the sole is different, right? Like the sole is reversed.
Oh, shoot.
So
okay, I get it.
All the other direction wedge pieces.
Right.
So, I mean, at least they give it to you. You get a bunch of extra parts with it.
Yeah, which is great.
And hopefully,
because I know, when I build the Ghostbusters car eventually, I've ordered the parts so I can do the parts with the rust stickers, and I could swap them, have them be interchangeable with non if I decide I want to go the other way. Just so I have them. But yeah, that's kind of cool. They give you the parts for both.
Yeah. Later, if your computer is lagging, if you're having problems, I can share my other screen as well, and that way.
Well, actually, you can share now, and I'll put yours up. Because honestly, I'm really only going after the one. So what I'll do is, what's the easiest way to do this?
There, I just started sharing mine.
Remove from stream. And add. There you go. You got control now.
Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking of getting. Which isn't a huge it's $275 worth.
Okay.
And nothing new. It's just there's a bunch of stuff I hadn't gotten. Let's see if I can make this a little bigger. Yeah.
I'm only after one speed champion, and I think it's that red. It's a red Ferrari set. I've yet to see it ever on sale. It's like $25 Canadian.
Yeah.
I love it because there's not a lot of stickers on it, at least from what I can tell.
Yeah.
It's the only car I want, and I've really haven't seen an opportunity to get it cheaper than $25.
Yeah. Yeah, I usually just buy them as soon as I see them. Like, I don't worry about the sales because chances of trying to find one, like Walmart has the yellow Corvette on sale from last year, I think it was, or the year before, and you can't find it anywhere. Like, it's marked clearance on the labels in my store, but they haven't had it forever. So.
Oh, wow.
And I mean, I think I have, well, I'm not buying the dragster, the Dodge one with the dragster, but this one here will be the last one I need to finish the line for this year. I hate Dodge, personally.
One of my friends, he's got all of his Speed Champions mounted on the wall. He's using Maca tape or whatever.
Yep.
Seems to be holding okay for him. They're not terribly heavy. I don't know if I trust it for anything else, but he's loving it.
Yeah. Yeah, I ended up using them in my town display. Of course, that means I'm stealing them back from my son because he usually grabs them as soon as they're built. But he's older now. He's what, 15 now, 14 now? Yeah, he's 14 now, so he's not into it that much anymore anyhow. So
just year or two younger than my daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, she broke my heart when she stopped playing with Lego. All those Friends sets and Elves sets.
Yeah.
And of course, when I took them off her hands, because I didn't, she just had chucked them in boxes. I was like, oh no. So I went through them all, checked them all. So I've got pile A complete. Pile B is all missing 1 to 2 pieces. And I got these big master lists. And I got a Bricklink, sheet.
Mm-hmm.
And I keep running it to see when's the best time to try and get all these parts. And I think I got it down to a point where I think I'm at 5 stores might be able to give me all the parts I need. Mm-hmm. And then still, it's the shipping that's going to kill me. And I'll end up ordering more parts to make the shipping on those 5 orders worth it. And because you can't believe how little is needed to complete some of these sets, but it's not something I can pull out of my own bulk. I don't have it. I've already tried.
Yeah, because you don't have those colors and stuff.
Yeah.
My daughter's a year younger, well, just like 17 months younger than my son. But right now they're like 13 and 14. They're at that magical time of the year where they're like a year apart. And my daughter's been saving up all her birthday money to buy the Ninjago City Gardens. And I'm like, she's a huge Ninjago fan, and the City Gardens gives you, I think it's kind of like the history of most of the shows.
Yeah, I'm not up on the lore Ninjago, but the big Ninjago sets, they're just awesome.
Yeah.
Even if you're not a fan of the theme, it's just the colors and pieces, and you're never bored. You're not looking at the same, 10 steps over and over. Nothing repetitive, not all gray like my Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
I'm the first to say it, but I love Star Wars.
Yeah. I haven't bought
it's beautiful.
I mean, I bought the Probe Droid this year, but that's like the only Star Wars set I've bought in the past 3 or 4 years for myself, like personally.
I was saying earlier with Ryan when he was on my other stream earlier, it's like, I think that is one of the best sets to come out in years. I love sculpture sets, and I like where Lego's going with some of this. I know some people don't. It's got to be a ship and it's got to have a minifigure and this, that. Like, yes. Okay, have that for some. We don't need it for all the sets.
Yeah.
I mean, Lego knows minifigures sell. That's fine. And they'll include figures. Yeah. Except in the... that gunship, they put 2 hideous wrong figures as far as everyone's concerned.
Yeah.
The consensus is you could have, a dozen other figures and any of them would have been better than the 2 they chose.
Yeah. Well, and I heard people saying, they should sell like a clone pack or whatever to be able to put into that ship. And I'm like, but it's not the right scale. That gunship is not minifig scale.
It's not minifig scale.
No. So it's like, what difference would that make? Like, unless you want constructor figs.
I think like a lot of UCS stuff where a figure is not compatible size-wise, just having it more relevant.
Yeah.
I know everyone has said it, a proper pilot. Okay, and if not a proper pilot, hey, someone like Yoda, someone we have seen in the ship.
Or Jedi Bob.
Jedi Bob, Obi-Wan, a nice Obi-Wan figure.
Yeah. Which one is it? It's Mace and Anakin? Is that what they did, or
mace and a trooper with yellow markings?
Oh, and a trooper. Okay.
As opposed to a yellow marked pilot.
Okay.
And then Lego stepped on a grenade when they made comments to the effect that all anyone remembers, or I'm paraphrasing here, but all anyone remembers is that there was someone with yellow markings, a trooper with yellow markings. Like, oh, Lego, you could have done better than this. You should have, whoever said that, you should have shut them up and not let them speak publicly.
Like, Lego should know, if you put an exclusive figure in here, you're going to sell 10 times more of those of that set. Most likely. Maybe not.
Yeah.
But,
come on, at any price. Yeah. And I know there's going to be those who say, oh, you shouldn't put exclusive figures in expensive sets. They're a business. I got no problem with them making lots and lots and lots of money.
For sure.
If they give me what I want.
Yeah.
A relevant figure would have been nice, and a super exclusive one, even better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But a Mace Windu that was kind of a ho-hum figure, and then, honestly, the wrong kind of trooper. Yeah, they really stepped on it. But I mean, everyone is so sensitive now. and I'll be the first. I'm not trying to be an apologist for Lego because I crap on them a lot. But I'm buying the UCS set because it's a big, incredible build.
Yeah. Oh.
Or if I was, or on the flip side, it would be because maybe I see future potential flip 5, 10, 15 years down the road. Long game, not short game.
Yeah.
But yeah, people are just going all Karen over. I don't like using that term either, but it fits.
No, it's appropriate. I just clicked on that shipping delay thing just to see what it was, and it's because the 107 sets that are coming out tonight.
Oh,
right.
Oh my, yeah.
So they just know it's going to be, so they might as well warn people, which makes sense.
Yeah, but they've had delay notices for a while.
Yeah.
It's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm just looking for that dumb set. Like, can I even add it to my cart yet? Probably not.
No, you can't. I ended up doing a video a few days ago about all 107 sets that are coming out. Which was
really?
Yeah, just because I wanted to, just to say, here's all the, the Disney.
Okay, I've seen this. So this was yours. Okay.
Yeah. But just so that people knew what was coming out, right? Because it's hard to track, because in Europe, half of this stuff is out. Like, all these sets are out in Europe right now.
Oh, hey, Space Shuttle Adventure.
Yeah.
I could go for that. It doesn't have to be tonight, though.
No, well, that's the thing.
I love everything space. One of the things I collect outside of Lego is authentic, and it's hard to tell sometimes.
Yeah.
Authentic patches.
Okay. Yeah.
Mission patches.
Yeah.
Not just NASA, but mostly NASA. Yeah. It can be a very pricey hobby.
Yeah.
And you never know if you're getting something that's truly 100% authentic.
Yeah.
It's very hard to authenticate that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
When people start going down that road within any hobby where the authenticity can be sketchy or can be questioned, then you should question it.
Yeah.
It's like, you got to really reevaluate what you're spending your money on.
Yeah. So you can't actually put it in your cart yet, but you can add at least to your wish list.
Yeah, and that's always been something that I've done in the past. So that is something I should do now. That's usually a good way of alleviating some of the headache. So I'm not looking for it.
I'm just trying to see, I don't want to buy any of the sets that come out tonight, buy them right away, just because I know they're probably going to go quick and I don't have to worry about that. And I have a backlog of sets I want to buy.
Yeah.
But I mean, I ended up putting a bookmark on the Lots of Dots, because $25 for 1,000 1x1 tiles and plates and stuff is, I think, a decent deal.
Oh yeah.
So I might switch that one out with something else in my order.
There was a creator box in the US. It's got 4 sets in it for like $25.
Oh yeah, the Lego Masters one, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
4 sets. It's about, I think it's a $40 value, and it's like 20, $25 US, and it's like pretty good. I saw that.
Yeah. Yeah, and Ryan just said the medieval castle is a cool set, and it's like, the clear medieval castle. It's on my list for sure, but it's gonna sell out in a few minutes. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm looking at that down the road, and I would like to buy 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
And open every one of them immediately.
Yeah. What's the number on that one? 31120.
I already got that set. I don't need that in there. My wish list still has R2-D2, and I got that a while ago.
That's the problem. When you add it to your shopping cart, it doesn't come off your wish list.
Yeah. Well, 2 months ago when I did this last time, I had like 35 in my wish list. Like, God, I forgot. It's like, rookie mistake.
Yeah.
But the last time was the first time where actually, that's not true. That's a lie. But it was the longest delay I've ever had where even though I'd stayed up, got my order in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And I always gamify it. I always put something cheap in there so I get my gift with purchase right away shipped.
Yeah.
I mean, R2-D2 took forever for it to come to me, and I had it ordered in 12 minutes.
Yeah.
And it was it wasn't that big a deal. I had no intention of building it right away.
Mm-hmm.
And the previous set that was back ordered on me at a midnight launch, I got in 3 weeks. So that was pretty good. But R2-D2 is like, wow, that took forever.
Yeah, I was also just realizing that if I order tonight, I'm leaving in a week or so for a week vacation. And I'm like, if I order
you
tonight,
might not get it.
I might not get it. It might be sitting in my front yard for a while.
Yeah.
Huh.
If for some reason I can't get this order committed by 12:30 my time, I will probably just maybe get up in the morning and go to Yorkdale.
My only worry is the gift of purchase. Like I for me to go to not Yorkdale.
Fairview.
Fairview. That's my closest one, technically.
Yeah, that would be your closest one.
Yeah. And for me to get up there, it's like an hour and a half drive. So it's not like I'm going to, probably been an hour and 20-minute drive. So it's not like I'm going to do that.
I don't have enough interest in this stuff to honestly get up early. Because it would probably have to be 5 o'clock for me to get there. Because I'm sure there's going to be 10, 20 people. And that's assuming they let us in the mall.
Sunday,
Ever since COVID, they don't want us in the mall early.
Aren't they open at like 11 o'clock on Sunday or something?
Well, and there's that. It's 10 or 11 o'clock opening.
Yeah.
And I don't know what security is going to do to us trying to get in there early.
Yeah.
I mean, the Millennium Falcon launch, that was something how early we were there. We're all in line. And then I was one of those, hateful souls that had just had many, many, many Falcons to sell people. And it's like, yes, I was one of those.
You bought lots? How many did you buy?
You really want to know?
No, but I figured there was a limit, but
over my many accounts, over the first 3 months, I had 15 of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
For resale, I'm assuming.
All but 2.
Wow. Okay.
And then I started renting 2 out.
Okay.
And that paid for 3 more.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Now, didn't you lose parts doing it that way, though?
You would think, but there was actually enough used parts. The thing is, I took very large deposits.
Yeah. Okay.
And I was dealing with people from Lego Collectors Canada who were already very reputable. Okay, and they just didn't want to commit to a very expensive set as a purchase.
We got queued.
Oh, very nice.
Of course, I'm number blank. My estimated waiting time is blank. Page will refresh in 0 seconds. 219. Did I win a prize?
Nice.
That's pretty low.
That is very low.
I just happened to hit refresh, and it's 11:59.
Oh, look how much slower it's gotten to now. Oh, I had 3 refreshes, and now like this one is taking like 8 times longer than the first 3 refreshes. Like, oh man.
Aaron Walsh just logged in and said hi or in chat.
Hey,
not sure who he is, but hi.
He's been around.
Cool.
Oh, look at that solid. Oh, so David Hall said it was 12 minutes ago in the States.
Huh. Oh, I got in. Looks like something has gone wrong.
Yeah, what has gone wrong is we stayed up to midnight. That's the first thing.
Oh, no, it actually physically logged me out, too.
Oh, it bumped you out.
Yeah, bumped me out. There, now I'm in. Now, where is the gift with purchase available?
Yeah, and that's the other thing, too. I don't have to order this tonight if I'm at least not pretending to get it in my cart, showing up. You should have seen me when the Mos Eisley Cantina set.
Mm-hmm.
So the gift with purchase, which was what, Yoda's lightsaber, it was in there, blah, blah, blah. 6 hours later, I got an email confirming. 2 hours after that, I got another email, and all of a sudden it wasn't there. 3 phone calls, 2.5 hours. I'm driving home from work, a lot of shenanigans. I end up getting over $200 in points.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So they bought me a lightsaber.
Yeah.
and I sent back their Mos Eisley Cantina because I'm not a playset guy.
Yeah. They're improving the wish list apparently.
Nice.
That's handy.
Mine's going nowhere. Let's try this again.
I'm just curious to see if the new sets are actually listed as being available already. Coming soon, August 1st. So these haven't even
they're not clicked over yet.
No. I'm assuming at some point I'm going to get kicked out anyhow.
And mine's just doing this spinny, spinny, spinny. In the past, I would have each laptop open, the computer open, the phone doing, and whichever one gets through wins. But
yeah. Mama Lego saying she sees the getting coming August 1st as well. I just realized I need a set number. 42128. Let's go for that because it's the first one I saw. Wow, nice and fast. For the record. Is it even loading? It's not even loading.
No. Oh, this is so painful.
Well, that means that because this is a new set, that means it's probably. Oh, there we go. No, it still hasn't switched over. I was gonna say maybe it's starting to switch over.
I'm trying to remember. I think last time I was in 12 minutes, but
yeah, I know their end of day like flip over to get everything switched over isn't instantaneous.
No,
you'll start seeing sets.
Well, here's the other thing too. They got multiple servers. It's got to propagate across their network.
Oops. What did I just type there? Okay.
Wow, that was weird.
Yeah, I went to hit backspace, but I hit the equal. Like my finger was off by a few seconds.
Jake's not happy.
Find any results with the word Lego?
There's no Lego on the Lego site. No. Oh my god.
This is an absolute joke from G Fat Jake. Try again tomorrow. Won't let me add to cart. Huh.
Oh, you're not going to stay up, Mama? Because I almost guarantee in the next 10, 15 minutes, you'll be able to do what you want to do. You're just fighting, 5 to 10% of all the VIPs in this hemisphere.
Someone told me this trick a little while ago. Oh, there it is. Oh, maybe.
Ooh, wait.
They're showing the boat. But yeah, if you search just Lego and then you can go down, then you can get all the sets in one return.
Sure.
But coming soon is actually populated, and at the looks of it, all this is stuff that's later after September, or September or later. So it looks like they've switched everything over now. Yeah. So let's go back to my wish list. Watch the little scrolly wheel. Oh, there we go. Go to the bottom. Yep, everything's available.
Oh, nice.
The owl. Lots of dots. Let's add that to my cart.
Oh, good. Move to cart. Boom. Ooh, let's see. Come. Yes. You've qualified for the boat.
Okay, I'm going to leave lots of dots out.
I got to. Cart is 3 with that.
Move to wish list. I'm just moving my screen over so I can actually do checkout and not share my screen with everybody. Sorry.
Yeah. By the way, another reason I don't have my credentials on the actual Lappy anymore. Let's see. All right. So what is it not liking? Something it's not liking.
Why? What's it telling you?
It's spinning after continue to contact info.
Oh,
there we go. So it's moved to the next step. Good. Continue the payment.
Looks like something went wrong. Oh. Oh, it did actually get to the red screen though.
All right. My super secret number there. Good.
Oh, we saw it.
I agree to the terms. Place order. Processing. We are processing your order. I got my 6 bouncing heads. Thank you. We have success. So that's not bad. 7 minutes. Well, let's say 2 minutes before.
I'm continuing to payment. Let's see how mine goes. Sorry, an unexpected error has occurred. Please try again.
My worst experience playing this game was the launch for the UCS Iron Man set.
Yeah.
And I was playing the game with the multiple computers, and instead of them all trying with one account, I had them all on different accounts.
Yeah.
I had a ton of those things come my way. It was so bad. And I didn't want to go to the trouble of sending them all back, so I was able to flip them. But yeah, that was. So I'm a happy camper. I mean, that was success, and we'll see if my boat ends up in my order confirmation, if it later ends up in the secondary email later.
Yeah.
Because, I have been that person where it was not in there. But right now it's there. And what I ordered a Daisy Duck keychain. My daughter has received so many keychains over the years because this is what I do. I shove the cheapest keychain if it's on sale, and if not, just whatever. And so she's going to be getting a Daisy Duck keychain. But yeah, she's got a fistful on there. She can't even put it in her pocket. And it is sad because this set will literally sit above me for I don't know what amount of time because I've already got big sets.
Backlog.
My backlog is considerable, so it's like. But you know what? I do like the Little Ideas boat.
Yeah.
And
but it is kind of expensive for what you have to buy to get it.
Oh, I tell you, that felt dirty. I think it's 200 pieces, but still. Yeah. And I'm glad it's not an insignificant gift with purchase, but still, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And I feel bad if people have to make a bunch of small purchases to get up there. And then what if there's one that doesn't work?
Yeah.
Or if one is sold out.
Oh, yeah, you brought me a payment finally. I ended up restarting my cart.
Uh-oh, Mama Legos went wrong.
Yeah,
we're here for you, Mama. This is your support network. This is why I do this, so we can all talk and vent.
Yeah. Mine kept on looping back to the unable to process, couldn't get to the payment screen.
Yeah.
So then I ended up going back to the Lego.com, going back into my cart and doing it all over again. And now
it did a weird thing 3 times on my addressing info. It's like, come on, guys, I've already hit that check mark.
Yeah. Yay. I just spent way too much money on something that, I didn't buy one. So I bought 4 smaller sets. So, I mean, I can spread that out and enjoy it. They're all stuff I wanted. And yes, I bought the Fiat set because I want that color.
Really? Oh, for parts?
I have a large collection. I don't know if you've ever seen my Lego room tour, but
no, I haven't seen a tour, but I have noticed these bins. Yeah.
My Lego.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And just mess everywhere. That's Union Station.
Very nice.
Royal York is just the other tan building behind the roll of. Why is there a roll of paper towel? Anyway.
You got to do a focus video on the Royal York because my wife worked there once upon a time. Yeah.
I should do that. Actually, I never have done one.
When she took culinary arts, she had interned there.
Yeah.
I think, and then realized she didn't want to cook. So she went into business, which turned out to be a really good decision for us because it allows me to live in the lap of luxury or at least have some disposable income. Because if she was still cooking, there'd be no money for a very long time.
No, exactly. Yeah.
Cooking is not a good way to get rich.
No, I would agree. Look, I just want to confirm that I got the email.
Oh yeah.
Lego News.
The other part of the scenario. Got a receipt. Very good.
Oh, that's good. I haven't gotten that yet.
Nope. Sorry. Haha. That was for another purchase. I hadn't looked up my email for Lego. Wouldn't that have been something? Yeah, I got it in less than 10 minutes.
The last time, I guess, was the April. There was a launch in April, right?
Yeah. Wasn't that the R2D2 one? Because I think that's the one that took me 2 months.
Yeah, that for that one, I didn't order anything huge, but I did order something because there was a gift with purchase for that one. And I ordered some sets. I think I ended up making 2 or 3 orders. And one of my orders, maybe it was even earlier than that. It might have been the January release. Yeah, it was the January release. The 1st of January. I made 2 or 3 orders because I wanted a gift with purchase, which was the little car at the time. No, I made 1 order because I wanted the car. And I didn't realize there was a maximum number of minifigs that you could buy.
Oh,
right. The collectible figs at the point said, a limit of 6. So I ordered 6 that day, but I'd already bought some previously. Okay. I didn't realize it was a lifetime maximum of 6. So my order ended up getting canceled through the night. And I was like, okay. Luckily, I was able to go back in and reorder, but I lost that car because they had already sold out.
Oh, yeah. Okay. And the one with the surfboard on the side.
Yeah. I ended up buying it. I made a couple of my own and bought the original one anyhow, aftermarket, but for third party.
Oh, that is so dirty.
And actually, now I think about it, it wasn't that set, but it was one of the purchases at the point where they started to implement the limit of, where they had said limit of 6. So I thought, okay, that's just for this shopping thing, and they ended up making it lifetime limit.
They could definitely make a better effort to clarify some of the policy changes.
Yeah. There was no notice.
Especially when things have been okay forever a certain way. I've made more than one video on crying about like the changes to VIP and how I've been so disappointed. It's to me, VIP is almost not worth my effort anymore.
Yeah.
I buy a lot from Amazon, Walmart, Toys R Us, a little bit from Mastermind, not much.
Yeah.
I do look for a lot of clearance, but I also do a lot of launch day stuff if I can get something that makes it worth it.
Yeah.
But I don't do a lot of 2x VIP point stuff anymore because if I want to feed in, like say those codes, right, for the 2x, if I got a lot of points, whatever, and I'm throwing them in, well, that'll kill me on a night like tonight. You're trying to key that stuff in, and that's just going to add to your nightmare tonight.
Yeah, for sure.
Tonight's not the night to be using those codes because you will be crying in the morning because something won't be there, and you wasted your codes. No.
Yeah, I agree. And I debated it too because
I burned myself more than once trying to key in codes on a launch, and it's like never again.
Yeah,
never again.
Looks like I have about $75 worth of points. Wow, that's actually pretty decent. But yeah, I wouldn't do that on a night like tonight. But that is tempting to actually place another order later this week.
Well, one of the things I do is once I get my order confirmations and once I get my 2 or 3 emails, maybe by lunchtime tomorrow, I'll put another order in. Try and roll the dice, see if I can get another set. And this has been working for me without fail. But I wait until I get that second or third email. And then when it dries up, if I'm using the same account or if I'm using the other accounts. Fortunately, the other accounts are not this name, not this address. So
I was gonna say
a lot of people ask me, and it's like I'm smarter than that. Had to be because they made everyone's lives miserable, and I get it because some people take it to the extreme, and then the extreme flipping that goes on later, and you see it on eBay or whatever. 3 days ago, I started seeing the sailboat for $150 to $200 on eBay.
And when people haven't even gotten it yet.
No one's got it yet. And it's like, you're kidding.
Like if that's literally sold out in 10 minutes and they didn't get them, then they'd be screwed, right?
I don't know how they get away with it.
Yeah. I don't either. I haven't got that email.
Oh, the fish tank. My wife might like that.
Yeah.
See, there's stuff I'll show her tomorrow. Are you interested in this? Are you interested in that? Yeah. We'll get it in the next 2 or 3 months. But I'll tell you, one of the most frustrating sets in the last bunch of years was the bouquet flowers, chasing that set, and then and then the roses.
Yep, the roses.
Because
and the tulips.
Well, actually, I had no problems getting the tulips.
Oh, okay.
My wife,
I had problems getting.
Actually, my wife, she got that on her own. Like she went out on her own, and she did a pickup, a curbside pickup with Yorkdale. It's like that was her first experience. But the roses, wow, super popular, super popular.
No, I agreed. Chat's over there now. Fish tank.
Wait, hey. Oh, so. Yeah, so Ryan, we both got what we were hunting down. And Ryan wasn't ordering tonight. Him and me both had some unexpected car expenses in the last week or so. Which,
that's awesome.
Yeah, hey, it happens. Yeah. For me, it was a windshield. Every Toyota without fail has because of the highway I'm driving on. Dirtiest highway, North America for. Everything, and sure enough, I'm behind tractor trailers every morning, and bang. And by the time the windshield heated up by first and then second brake later in the day, that crack went both ways. And then on my way home, it went 3 more inches, and it's like, oh, I gotta get this fixed so fast.
Yeah, I think every car I've had, I've done the same thing, cracked a windshield. Not just
I fixed a few myself, small chips. I've done the kit, and it's okay. It never looks 100%, but it's very doable. I've got 2 kits in the car,
looks
just
like
in
Mama
case.
Lego had success. So that
Did she get through?
Yeah, it looks like.
Oh, very nice.
Oh,
I see. This is what she was pumping out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she bought 2 of those Minnie Mouse ice cream shop. Propeller plane. Did you actually hit the limit to get the boat, Mama Lego?
Yeah, is there a gift with purchase coming your way on this? Oh, 200 deductible. Yeah, that's not so bad compared to 5. Yeah. A lot of us have 500 on the windshield. And then, of course, if you want, like in my case, actual Toyota glass, you pay like 100 more.
Oh, she didn't get a gift for purchase on hers. And that's just because I guess she didn't get up to the 260.
Hit that magic number, 265.
Crazy ass number.
So if we don't count the Coliseum, its own unique gift with purchase, which is funny because they give it away with so many other things now. But when Coliseum launched, that little chariot wagon guy with the wrong helmet, you know, and in the Lego store, like you call, oh yeah, we still got them. You want it? Come on by.
Yeah, I never secured that one, but I mean, I didn't really want to. Like, it's a pretty basic set. And I mean, the Coliseum, I build with tan a lot, but so I was tempted to go for the Coliseum, but just when you see the dollar price of it, and or the dollar point, it's like, for the parts I need, I'll just get them on Bricklink.
See, that set I was pretty gung-ho on.
Yeah.
Maybe for a month before.
Yeah.
And then I fell into that pit. I mean, I spent stupid money, and I'm the first to admit it, on not just Lego, but all the different bricks.
Fair enough, yeah.
But then I have, you know, over my head, the UCS Star Destroyer. You know, of course, I had the Falcon. I had it on the Efferman stand, which was, what a great stand that was. Because it allowed me to put it into a Leotorp display case. Perfect.
Yeah.
But the Star Destroyer, there's no gimmick you can do that's going to make it fit into my display case. That thing is going to sit in a box for a very long time. And if I ever get to build it, I'll probably have to tear it down within a month. Because I'm going to put it on a table or on the edge of the desk and let it sit there and then have to break it down at some point.
Yeah.
Because I don't actually have... It has to go behind glass for me because of my cat. My cat will destroy stuff. The fact that this camera is still sitting here, that's a miracle. So the Coliseum being yay big, I don't know.
Yeah, I have the Hogwarts Castle, and it's kind of sitting up there on the shelf, but it's sticking out, right? And it's a shelf. And it's there, enough of it's behind that I'm not worried about it falling over or anything.
Yeah, you guys significant amount of the weight supported.
Yeah, so I'm not too worried about that. But you know, I bought that for myself a few years ago. Mastermind Toys had one of those 25% off deals, so it was like a $400 set or $500 set, and I got it for $400. So it was like, okay.
I got a confirmation with 1, 2, 3. So sailboat, gunship, and keychain. I'm a happy camper.
So why did you throw the keychain in?
So let's say I get back ordered on my primary purchase.
Yeah.
They'll send out that gift with purchase with the keychain within a week and a half.
Yeah, okay.
So I don't lose that on gift with purchase.
Yeah.
It's worked like a charm. It's never failed me 3.5 years or whatever I've been playing that game.
I have ordered stuff that got put on back order, and my gift with purchase did come with it when the back order was finally filled.
Which has happened to me too.
Yeah.
But for me,
you don't want to risk it, right?
I don't want to risk it because I see the forums and people say, "Oh, I got this and didn't get this," and look at my receipt, and sure enough, it wasn't there. It's not that it wasn't put in the box; it wasn't on the paperwork. It got removed, and it's like I make the launch night purchase for a reason.
For a reason, yeah, exactly.
This set isn't any better than the one I'm going to get next month or 2 months if I want this set. So I'm doing it to get the silly, in this case, gift with purchase set, 265, whatever. You know, what's its real value? It's a 200-piece set.
Yeah.
You know, $25 to $50, depending on which theme, right? I mean, these days we're seeing some outrageous pricing on 200-piece sets.
Especially if it goes quick, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Hey, 36 Bricks. How you doing? He's got a channel too. Check out 36 Bricks on YouTube.
Oh, I've heard of him before.
Scott, 36 Bricks.
Searching right now.
Lots of live streams. And you can actually make him jump through some hoops, if I recall, if you're willing to donate a few nickels. And when I mean jump through hoops, I mean like calisthenics. You want to see if you can blow him out? See him get exhausted? Yeah.
Pretty cool town in that intro video. Cool.
Oh, the Birds of Paradise. You know what's funny, Mama? I love the flowers, so far that we've seen, and I've even ordered Chinese flower sets because there's been some nice, unique designs coming out of China, some of the manufacturers there. But that Birds of Paradise does not grab me, and my wife looked at it, and she went, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. It's a huge piece count, though, on that one.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is. Actually, I was going to look it up, and then I realized, oh, wait, I just have to go to the last page of the thing I'm...
So you know what I'm really hoping for? Now that we're seeing so many sculpture kind of builds and flowers and stuff, I want to see, remember the birds? The 3 bird set or whatever? I want to see them give us some of this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I want like a macaw or a cockatiel or budgies or something. I want some of these more sculpture-like builds.
Yeah.
Because I look at China and I see a lot of these diamond block sets, and unfortunately they're smaller than Lego, but some beautiful sculptures are coming out of China and this stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want more diamond block sets. I really don't.
1,173 parts in that Birds of Paradise.
Really?
Yeah.
I just don't see it.
I think it's all the 1x1s to do the soil.
Oh, yeah, because it's got a little planter. And now, see, that's funny how... What was my biggest complaint about the bouquet? It had no planter. Now, we had a hurricane to put it in, and it looks awesome.
Yeah. I ended up having to buy like a vase this week at Walmart just because I had them in a pick brick cup, and they would balance. If you got it right, they would balance. But anytime you walk past it and a wind blew or whatever, it would just flump. So it's like...
You definitely want something with some good weight to it.
Yeah. I mean, for the tulips and the roses... Whoops.
Careful.
I've ended up just like building my own little...
I like that.
Vase. Which is actually even closed. It's got one of the old Star Wars domes.
Very nice.
So... But I mean...
I wonder if I got... Let's see. So this is a Chinese set here. I'm going to... Let's see. So here's a I can't remember the manufacturer's name right now. Too. Yeah, similar, but
flowers, but different.
They are unique, and they actually have 2 sets. And my wife eventually will be building this one out. But and it was cheap, whatever it was. The quality of the bricks is for this manufacturer's on par with Lego. And of course, they're smooth stud, and they don't have deep dimples like 5-year-old Lepin copycat clone kind of garbage. Not for everyone, but nice stuff. And they see a market now because the bouquet was a great seller. Yeah. So now everyone is pumping this stuff out. Yeah. And as long as it's unique and original, I don't have a problem buying it. Because I do want to encourage more of these manufacturers to get away from 1-to-1 copies of Lego branded stuff. Like I'm about to release a review for the Botanical Garden from Zero.
Okay.
And when that manufacturer, because I'm all brick scout and I do handle a lot of different brick company stuff. When they came to me, my first thing was, okay, are you guys copying stuff? What's the source? And the first set they came to me with I still haven't confirmed this 100% because I don't do a lot of Harry Potter, but I looked at what photos of what they had, and I looked at a couple of Harry Potter sets, I go, it may not be 1-to-1, but it's heavily inspired.
Yeah.
So it's like, what do you have that's original or unique? When they came to me with this, and it's like, oh, this is very nice. It's something that's going to fit with the modulars, and it looks good, and this and that. It comes with its own light kit. And then upon my research, before getting it, it was like, oh, I see it on Rebrickable. Here's the thing.
Grab someone else's, yeah.
Well, so here's how it worked out. When you read down through the Rebrickable page, Brick Polis had designed it, mocked it, and whatever amount of time afterwards, after he had posted it, he made a deal with Mold King, for licensing and whatnot. It's like, oh, I don't have a moral or ethical issue now that I know that this is behind this beautiful set has been compensated.
Did he actually get compensated? Because I've heard that there are some of those guys that have made deals.
There's absolutely some. Firas. So I'll give you an example. Firas Abdul. Oh, I can't remember his full name. He designs beautiful cars, and he got in bed with Jing Bao.
Yeah,
and they did 1 or 2 of his cars, and I think he regrets that now. Because he hasn't done any since, and he keeps pumping out cars. And I know he's still selling his own designs through his own page and Rebrickable and another, and probably Eurobricks and somewhere else. So there's absolutely some dirty deals still happening. But I'm not in a position to know everything. I do want to experience some of these sets for myself and do this.
For sure.
It's a line I'm trying to dance. It's tough.
Yeah,
it's definitely easier when I do Mega Blocks or some of the other well-known companies. McFarlane Toys, Bricks, and
they make actual bricks now.
They have McFarlane Toys. You've got Rick and Morty, and then you've got South Park. I got the entire wave of South Park I got to build out. Okay, I can only speak from the Rick and Morty set 'cause I did build that one.
Yeah.
The brick quality is probably 90% of Lego, but there's some quality control concerns. 1 or 2 parts were missing, and I had to come up with creative solutions around that because they're unique parts.
Yeah.
Which is always a problem if you're going with a non-Lego product, because then it's not easy to hunt down parts. Now, some manufacturers are great. Mega Blocks, Mega Constructs, not Mega Blocks, but Mega Constructs.
Did they teach it again? I didn't even know that.
Oh, yeah. When Mattel, 2015, 2016, when Mattel bought them out, huge shift in quality. Along the same time when they were pumping out their best Call of Duty sets. Call of Duty was basically their hallmark range of sets where the quality went in. The brick quality was amazing. Set development, everything was just top notch. The sets are just one after another, just beautiful quality. These are, diorama quality, model building level kind of stuff. It's really good stuff. They've come a long way. Plus, if you have a problem, I've had no issue. And actually, even the older ones, they're really good with. I got minifigs and other parts for 10-year-old sets.
Wow.
From Mega. Now, I don't know how good that's going to be by the end of this, because by the end of the summer is the final leg of the lifespan of the Canadian warehouse in Quebec.
Okay. Oh,
because and the vault in the Quebec warehouse is being opened up, where they got at least 2 of every set they ever made, and that's going to get released onto the market. So hopefully we'll see a few hard to get pieces. Sets come out. But this is the final summer. As far as I know, this is it for them.
Yeah. Okay.
And then after that, now we're dealing with Mattel, which honestly for distribution has fumbled the ball. It was great that they picked up Mega, but they have done when it comes to, it's been horrible, especially in Canada. You would think, oh yeah, the home of Mega Bloks and Mega Constructions. Nope, we've had a hard time at different times getting certain sets in certain waves. No rhyme or reason sometimes, and for certain things we can only buy it from Amazon. I don't know if that was by hook or by crook, but that's just a horrible experience when you expect to go to Walmart, Toys R Us. You can't find any Mega product, but you go on Amazon and you can pre-order sets and maybe get them. I've been screwed out of 3 pre-orders straight now from Mega via Amazon.ca. One of which I ordered from Amazon.uk.
Okay.
And, that's an extra $30 out of my pocket for the same set. That was horrible. Yeah. But I kind of wanted to sort of be a completist on that. And it's like, what can I do? Especially when the one set they screwed me out of was the one that made me buy other sets. So I bought everything around that, all the ancillary sets. It's like, and the one I really wanted, I can't get, you dirty dogs.
Yeah.
No. But Mega's come a long way.
Yeah,
I have videos from, that's where I would be building it, and I put the part on, and you watch it, and I call it committing suicide. The part will jump off. Tolerances were off, and one part's too big, one part's too small, and they don't stud together right, and it commits suicide and jumps off. Incredible.
Yeah.
But they're not the only ones guilty of that sin. I have sets from Sluban that did that, and I have 2 sets that were sent to me for review purposes, and the people were very nice to me, and there was a lot of potential for me to get a lot more sets. And I straight up said, if I put this video out, you will not like it. And it's not that it was horrible quality. It wasn't. But there was enough wrong with it. If I ever went the next step out, because I had built it live. So anyone who watched me heard every complaint and saw every issue. But if I had to put it out there in a 5-minute video and put all my issues and condensed it, so it would just sound like a bitch fest. It's like, this is not going to go well for anybody. I'm not that person. And it's like, you really don't want me to finish this. I will someday, but it won't matter when I do.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of a nice way. I'm a pure Lego guy, I guess.
Yeah.
Like I focus mainly on Lego. I have a few little things that people have given me that you can't really give away afterwards, right? Like it's like, oh, here's some Lego for you. It's like,
it's not Lego. Thanks.
It's Star Wars. Yeah, sure, it's Star Wars. Yeah. I got a couple of weird figures that are.
That's not how I got started going down the all bricks road. For me, it was 90% Star Wars Lego, and then ideas and a few other whatever strikes my fancy. But then I get to the point where what I want to build is not being made by Lego. I want to build tanks. I want to build fighter aircraft and all this stuff. Now I can absolutely get Lego sets.
Yeah, you could do
Brickmate. There's lots of companies. Brick Moon. So many guys out there pumping out some good stuff. Talk about expensive, some of it.
Sure. Yeah.
We think Lego by Lego is expensive. You get Lego by someone else. That is a nightmare.
Have you do you follow Cali Brick Click on YouTube?
Yes.
Because they did an interview with Dan Siskin. And I've known Dan for years as well, but it was interesting to hear his take on like why they're so expensive and stuff. And it's like, it makes sense the way they explain it, because it's, they're doing everything by themselves, like by hand or whatever, right? But I mean, I'm not a huge military guy, so I don't have to worry about buying that stuff. But yeah, I mean, you see the prices on some of that stuff, it's like, what?
Yeah. But no, it is some beautiful, F-14s and $900. It's like,
how many pieces would that
beautiful be? Oh, I can't even remember. But I'm trying. There's one or two fellows I follow, and he's got 3 jet fighters in his background, and no word of a lie, between the 3 sets, he was at $3,500.
Yeah.
And it's like made out of every bit Lego except for a handful of custom pieces.
Yeah. Okay.
And they were 3D printed, not Chinese import.
Yeah.
So it's like, wow, that's a level of dedication. I don't know if I'm there, but there's some very interesting companies. Panlos would be one, Kobe another, Oxford another, and their quality's definitely come a long way.
Okay.
Like in the case of Oxford or Panlos from 4 or 5 years ago, but unique sets, their builds or their licensed builds from developers, they may not always have the license for the name from the original manufacturer of whatever, Abrams whatever tank.
Yeah.
Well,
it's Abrams.
They made or Bell whatever. Yeah, but you get what I mean.
Yeah.
They're not ripping off Lego. They're not ripping off Mega. And there's some really nice stuff out there. So this is when I got one set and two sets, like, oh, this stuff is so cool. Even with the problems I had, and they weren't problem free. It's like, wow, this is great. And it's like, okay, so clearly I'm not a Lego purist anymore.
Yeah.
And I was. And it's like, oh, because before it was just, it was base plates. That's what got me started. I wanted base plates in colors that Lego wasn't producing or no longer producing. I wanted clear ones, and I found clear in 32 by 32, and I found clear in 50 by 50, which is really interesting. You want to see a great visual effect when you light up a clear one underneath? Like, you can have a lot of fun with that. Problem is, you get some of these base plates, it's hit or miss. Some are awesome. And then some, if you take a brick or a plate that's longer than 6 studs, you can end up with some severe issues attaching it to some of these plates. Some are amazing, some are not. And then the other problem is the height of the plate. You've got one base plate that's literally a regular plate thick, and I love it because it's got a male and female connection. Very useful. But no good for connecting to any of your existing Lego plates, right? Levels are off. And then if you get ones that look like they're leveled right, I know of 3 different heights for those. So one is perfect, one is too high, and one's even thinner, almost like paper. And because their names change monthly, weekly, whatever, good luck finding it again and again and again.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, I got my email. Yay.
Nice. Success. But it was base plates and then tanks. And then after tanks, of course, it was fighter jets and helicopters. And then I discovered the Call of Duty from Mega. It's like, oh man, it was so much better than my early Mega stuff, which was Halo, which was horrible. The original Halo stuff, because I got every Warthog. Well, those first series sets were horrible. The parts falling off. Just very weird issues. I'm not a fan, at least I wasn't in the beginning, of the marbling effect in a lot of Mega plastics. They do it so it has a more realistic look. I get it. Okay. To me, it looks wrong because I had the same problem with Lego when they have pearlized gold and whatever.
Yeah, because you can see the weird lines in it and stuff.
I don't like seeing the weird swirls and lines. It's very inconsistent. So for me, it bothers me.
No, I'm the same.
But I get it with the tanks. I get it with the army stuff. It works.
So I ended up going to Brick Mania, and I found a large airplane, like a cargo-sized airplane, and an AC-130, if that means anything to anybody watching.
Okay.
The gunship. And I was like, oh, it's 5,241 pieces. That's decent. Price, $4,970.
Wow.
And I don't know if that's Canadian or U.S. Oh, that's Canadian.
It does. Oh, that's Canadian at least.
It's
okay.
Like no, it's not 10 cents a piece, is it? No, it's like $1 a piece almost.
Oh,
wow.
And like you said, it's hand sorted into the bags and boxes, as opposed to Lego having the machines automated into the big bins and later the bins on conveyor belts. And
skill level impossible. Anyway.
Yeah. No, that's now I wish they would sell the instructions, but by the same token, they'll turn around, and if they're doing that with the set and parts, I imagine it's going to be $100 for the instructions.
They actually do sell instructions for those
affordably.
I'm just
pulling. I mean, what I would call affordable is for something like that, say under $25. Because I've paid a lot of $5 to $15, and I've been happy with that.
Yeah. They're decent priced.
Oh, Mama sent me a pic. Let me see.
Modern military. Oh, that's books. That's not what I wanted.
Oh, very nice, Mama. This is her bouquet set. And is that a second set with other flowers, or did you intermix? Oh, no. Okay, that's in another vase. That's very nice. I was so tempted, and I know my wife's been tempted to intermingle some flowers or
some real
something
flowers?
with it.
Yeah.
And I'm afraid because certain flowers have certain oils.
Yeah. Exactly.
And oils with the plastics are not great, and I'm really afraid of doing damage to the Lego. Intermixed. Oh, so she did intermix them. Okay. I wasn't quite sure. Very nice.
So I'm looking at these instructions. And I'm seeing about less than $20 Canadian.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Even if someone doesn't have all the parts, it's for some people it'd be worth it to buy the instructions so you can learn a technique.
Yep. For sure.
And then work that into your own mocks.
I'm just curious to see, like, it doesn't, they don't have like the well, maybe they do. F-35 Lightning variant B, $20. So yeah, they do have.
That's tempting. If they give you the part list and the instructions,
because I know Shy Time from
Shy is the one.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought you were talking about, but
yes,
and he's done that. He's bought the instructions as opposed to buying the whole model.
So I had interviewed Jason Kamlick, big mock builder, big collector of all things military when it comes to bricks.
Okay.
He's mocked plenty. He's bought plenty. More mocks than bought. And when I had him on, Shy came by.
Yeah.
And I thought, wow, this is incredible. Because Jason does so much. And I saw Shy's builds. And I was like, I really got to get these two guys together. The original plan was July 4th. And it's more or less my fault that didn't happen. I was juggling some other stuff, but I wanted to get them both on at the same time.
Yeah.
I'll have to try and make that happen before the end of the summer.
I'm just I opened up that I found the F-14 Tomcat, also $20, and then there's a link in that page to the instruction or to the stickers as well, which are $11, $10.59. So that's decent, like $30 for the instructions and then you supply the parts.
And those stickers really do make.
Yeah, exactly.
They really make it happen. It is a shame that we have so few options with Lego for good use canopies, that they have to really jump through so many hoops to try and make something that looks half decent.
Yeah. And just even the colors too. Like I love classic space stuff. So I love to have some of the newer canopies that have come out. It's like trans yellow. No.
So you haven't tried turmeric, eh?
I have heard about it and I have debated it, but I'm not that into classic space. Again, I'm still would like to keep my stuff as pure Lego as possible. I've cut base plates. That's like the farthest I've gone.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's just me. And eventually, if I really have an idea that I need that particular windscreen, then I'll grab the yellow Sharpie or I'll do the turmeric thing and give it a shot.
But, now, see, I can't imagine taking a yellow Sharpie to
at least yellow Sharpie you should be able to remove.
Yeah, if you can like so in the case of Sharpie, I recommend people use hand sanitizers. They're great as an emulsifier to break down the marker.
Yeah.
I've had very good results on minifigures, on clear pieces and such, removing lots of marker and pen with just hand sanitizer. Just rubbing it with my thumbs.
I wouldn't know how to remove turmeric from something.
Well, it's funny because so you basically you're boiling water, you're adding turmeric, you're allowing it to cool a little bit because you want it lukewarm. You don't want it hot because of course you're going to warp your bricks.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the magic number is temperature wise, but You can put your hand in it, you're fine. Of course, you put your hand in it, you're going to have yellow fingers for a week. Make sure you have gloves. Make sure you have gloves.
Good
and it's very good, the effect.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how long it lasts or what issues you might have if you expose it to the sun. Because I've heard contradictory statements from people.
Mm-hmm.
My experience, it's fine. Okay. I wouldn't give it to kids to play with, but if you're making a mock and you desperately need that in a yellow and you can't afford to get a yellow, a trans yellow piece, and you can do it yourself. Or if it doesn't exist, that's another thing. See, now you can take something that's trans clear, doesn't exist in the color.
Exactly.
I know in the past I also recommended, not for trans yellow, but for other colors, you can get, plastic dyes, but that's a whole other level of nightmare.
Yeah.
And trying to get the color match to Lego's color scheme.
Well, that's the thing, yeah. We know that, like, I've heard Yellow Sharpie is a pretty close match, and the Turmeric is, like you said, it's a good match as well. So
yeah.
So yeah.
I recommend someone try, anyone who wants to try it on a sacrificial cheap piece that's affordable and common. Mm-hmm. And then once you've perfected it, then go at something bigger and larger that's important to your build.
So the other thing I worry about, though, is I've heard that the plastic has changed. Like recently, the trans plastic is different than it used to be.
The composition of the trans plastics, and I don't know the chemical makeup anymore, but there was some.
Because of that, I'd also be worried.
There was some great Wikipedia and Google articles on the chemical composition of the different plastics.
Yeah.
And the trans clears are not, of course, the same as regular ABS bricks that Lego produces.
Yeah.
That's a little over in my head as to what it is now.
And that's why for years it was illegal to put a bar, like a black bar, in a trans piece. Like if you had a trans 1x1 round, like brick.
Okay. Yeah.
It was an illegal move from Lego to actually put. Maybe it was the other way around. Maybe it was a trans bar in a solid colored round brick. It was illegal. It was considered an illegal move because the plastics were different, and they actually would chemically react to each other. They would. I don't know if they chemically reacted, but they were impossible to pull apart. So I mean, you could pull it apart, but you literally had to grab like a pair of pliers on both ends to pull it apart.
Yeah,
it's just the plastics didn't like each other touching. At least in that type of a scenario.
I wonder if the newer plastic, the texture of its surface.
Yeah, and it might have been that it was just the two different types of surfaces that were just kind of bonding together.
Oh my god!
But I don't remember what the scenario was, but I know there was definitely a period of time.
I mean, if tolerances are equal, but the surfaces, I mean, at a level that we can't see with the eye, maybe are fractured or scuffed or roughed in such a way that may kind of Velcro effect.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it might have been also that it's just too hard for a kid to pull it apart, right? Like as an adult, you could probably figure out how to do it.
I've definitely had parts that were too tough to pull apart.
I had that recently. One of the Ninjago sets, I think it was like actually, I got all the parts right here. Hold on, 2 seconds.
I've warmed up more than a few bricks in warm water to get stuff apart.
Where's the other bar? Where's my bar bin here? I think I finally separated them, but when I was doing some sorting, it's basically, and I'm not going to actually put it together, but the 1x4 bar and one of these, and it was just lodged in there. And it was in far enough that I could not pull it apart.
Really?
Physically. Like I literally had to try to think what I think I ended up sticking something in through the hole here to give me a pull point.
Wow.
And so like that, and that was a Lego design, and I don't know why it was like that, because it was two solid colors, but I don't know, maybe it's different plastics. I don't know. But anyway.
So Scott, I ordered the gunship. Which, you know what? If it wasn't for tonight's gift with purchase, I wouldn't have bothered until later. and I would have used points and because I've got points to burn, but it's like, nope, I just wanted that gift purchase because I didn't want to buy it on the aftermarket. And tomorrow I'll try and get another, one way or the other, either online or I'll go to the store.
That's a lot of money to spend. I mean, go for it. I'm not judging. I'm just saying, like,
This is not a hobby to be judging each other. That's for sure. All we got to do is look at behind us. I judge anyone in this hobby. I try not to. As long as no one's robbing me, I don't care what they do. It's no skin off my nose.
As opposed to explaining all the just give me a second here. Let me just scroll down. I'm sharing my screen.
You want me to put it back up?
Yeah, but just a second. I'm just making sure it's the right size so that my address doesn't show and stuff.
Yes.
There. Yeah, okay, you can throw it up.
Share it now? All right.
Yeah. I ordered these 4 sets. Just the list of stuff I've wanted for a while, and the white dragon horse jet thingy, which is my first Monkey Kid set. I've heard it's a really fun build. Space mining mech.
I wanted to get the large mech they have, and I could kick myself for not doing it yet. But the color scheme kind of kills. I really hate the red and gold stuff. And it's like, oh, okay.
So yeah, and then the Fiat for the color, that buttery yellow color. I just want more parts in that color. I have yet to build much in that color, but it's because I only have like 10 different pieces or whatever, maybe.
So what do you think of the new camper van? The Creator, I'm guessing it's a 3-in-1, but I don't know if it's. It's probably not a 3-in-1.
Hold on,
but it's a much larger camper van than the one from 2 or 3 years ago.
Volkswagen, the T2. Yeah. Okay.
I got the red one. My daughter built it. She loves it with the pop-up tent part.
Yeah.
And it's a nice. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Wow, $249 though, eh?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I have the Mustang, and I have. Do I have any other cars? I have the Ford Mustang one, and I think I had another one. I don't remember. Oh, I have the Mini, but the Mini's been taken apart years ago. The dark green Mini. So I don't necessarily collect these. I'm going to buy the old pickup truck when it comes out.
Yeah, that's
just a beautiful set. But. And like I said, for the Fiat, it was more the color. I'll build it once, but it'll sit on a shelf, and then eventually I'll just take it apart. So I'm not as interested in this set. But at the same time, I do think it's a pretty cool set, and it's like twice the number of pieces, I think, as the last one. So it's scale as well.
I just think it's funny they took another stab at it. The red one was nice.
Well, I also noticed that this is the T2 and the red one was the T1. So I think this is the next generation van too.
Yeah, it's definitely different.
And I don't know if they actually put the picture in here. There was a picture in the promo.
Is that a unique windscreen piece?
Yes, it is. It's a brand new windscreen as well.
There's going to be a lot of people are going to grab it for that.
Bricks and pieces. Save you some money.
Oh.
In fact, let's check right now. What's the set number? 10279. I have a link specially called Lego Shopping because this is what it's for. Because technically this should be up either today or tomorrow or in the next few days. You should be able to get the parts for it. And yep, it's already up.
Oh boy.
Load more.
I might want to get some of those. It's been a while since I mocked, but
oh, actually, you know what? There's an easier way to do this because all colors. Let's just do trans. I'm assuming that's going to be white, but I don't know. We'll see. There is a new piece. Oh, yeah, there's the clears. Okay. There are a couple of new pieces in here as well in this set, like brand new molds.
Nice.
There's the windshield. $4.20 currently out of stock. But that's a lot cheaper than $250.
Yes. And of course, you're only getting one.
You're getting one, yes, exactly. So
that's definitely the way to go.
Unfortunately, I don't want to give you a good description, but it's 14 by 3 by 4. So 4 high, 3 wide, 14 long. But there was I'm just going to scroll up to the top. There was a light gray piece that is a brand new mold. It's a modified plate. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't have to load more every time because I'd already loaded more previously.
Okay, yeah.
That's a nice trick. Sorry if it's going by too fast, if everybody's getting sick.
No, this is good.
So it's the sister to this one, or it's a double hook or a double bar.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure it was in this set. There it is.
Oh boy.
Also out of stock right now, but it'll be on shortly.
See, I've had that in mega sets, and I've sat there and went, come on, Lego. What are you waiting for?
Yeah. There was another piece too. I'm just going to pull up. Oh, actually, I have my sheet open. I have a spreadsheet specifically for bricks and pieces parts. New. Oh, there's also a 3x3 tile, macaroni tile. Back up to the top here, back to search. See if that number comes up yet. Yeah, this guy in olive green, but it's a 3x3 tile. So we've had the 2x2 and we have the 4x4.
4x4.
So it's in the middle. So
definitely some people are going to be happy with that.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm waiting for now. I want a macaroni brick like that too. Right.
Yeah.
We don't have that. I mean, we have panels and stuff, but I think there's panels.
Yeah, the macaroni tubes. Yeah.
With
the axle holes.
This is what I love, new parts. I'm always looking for new bits and pieces that will be helpful.
I mean, I can spot some in some sets, but it's like...
Yeah. Well, I mean, like that dark gray piece, you cannot find that in here. I
like Serial's reviews on sets. Okay. He's great for bringing out, like, this part is new, or it's new in this color with this set. And I used to love watching Serial's reviews.
Yeah, I use New Elementary a lot.
Okay.
And Brickset as well. If you go to Brickset, like I just have this as a shortcut now, but Lego News, Brickset, if you go to their parts library and you scroll right down to the bottom, they have new parts by day. And here we can see 1st of August, there's 16 new parts. Now, sometimes the first day it doesn't load, but in this case it has.
I've never thought of using Brickset in that way.
Yeah. So, and it's basically, here's all, and they give you the new colors. So these are all the new parts and new colors that are available. And it isn't like this doesn't have those VW parts.
And look at it, most of these are Nintendo parts.
Yeah.
Look at that, eh?
Yeah. But in the next few days, like as time goes on, if I go back to the page, you can see like we didn't have a drop every single day of sets. So as time goes on, as Lego adds stuff to it, they get a direct feed, I think, and build this off of it. And it'll also tell you, like, if I saw this white heart, so it's like, oh, what's this in? It does link it back to the original set. So this is in the Mario set. Somewhere in here, there's a white heart. So
if you can't wait and you want to get in the set right now.
And just to make it even more awesome, they actually include the part number here for Lego. So if you want to go to Bricks and Pieces and order that part directly in that color, just copy and paste that in. Actually, let's give it a shot.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out if I can copy it here. Whoops. Oh yeah, there it is right there. So if I just copy this into Bricks and Pieces now. That's the part number. There we go. 11 cents Canadian, and it's available.
Oh God, I can't imagine spending 11 cents for that.
Yeah, that's kind of average pricing. I mean, you will get stuff that's less than that, 8-9 cents, but 11 is pretty common.
Yeah. Admittedly,
I mean,
my Bricks and Pieces purchases in the last 5 years have been minuscule compared to Bricklink.
Yeah,
but if Lego has it and Bricklink doesn't.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, and I mean, like I bought baby elephants Do I still have them here? Yeah, I bought a couple of the baby elephants the other day. Just
nice.
Stop sharing for a minute here. And they're so adorable. They were like $10 a piece.
Oh wow!
But they are just so adorable. And I'm going to buy the actual set with the big elephants, but I wanted a couple more babies.
Sure.
So I bought a couple of them. And I mean, like I said, $10 a pop, not a bad price as far as I'm concerned, considering Bricklink, they're going to be a lot more than that, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, and the shipping is crazy sometimes for Bricklink.
Yeah, exactly. It's
what's Lego shipping right now for bricks and pieces?
$4.
$4. See, I mean,
it's pretty much flat fee. So I mean, my last bricks and pieces order was actually got some sheep. I got 10 sheep and a bunch of little technic bits for one of my builds. The sheep are like $2 a piece, and like, how much are the goats going for these days? Like 40.
I may have to reevaluate some of my Bricklink purchases in the near future.
This is why I have a spreadsheet now, because it's like, okay, this is how much it is on bricks and pieces. Like if I'm looking for a part, I'll put it on my want list for Bricklink, but I'll also quickly double check what the price is on bricks and pieces, because sometimes it's cheaper.
Yeah,
especially newer parts.
I did that a couple of years ago when certain large plates, 6 by whatever it was, 12 in green, were showing up in Pick a Brick Wall.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my God, this is a great way to get it compared to how I was getting it on Bricklink. But yeah, it's absolutely great to compare them.
So, and if anybody's interested, there is also a Discord group for bricks and pieces. So if you are, and it gives you alerts. Well, no, let me share one more time if that's okay.
Sure.
After that, I'll probably start going to bed, but
yeah, well, we definitely have run over.
Oh yeah. But hey, we've never actually talked.
You let me know when I can share that.
Oh yeah, go ahead, share it now.
Okay.
Lego news.
No word of a lie. I had to delete more than one stream because of some stuff people were sharing.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
It's like when we realized what info was being, it's like, oh no, I gotta get rid of that stream.
So coincidentally, the logo for this Discord group is a Lego money tile with wings on it because it's flying away. So there's this person is Mama Lego got her Lego confirmation.
Nice, so Mama.
This page is basically an alert of, here's the new pieces that are in stock. So someone's been busy, there's some cool parts in here. And then there's an out of stock as well. So that if you're looking for parts, it's like, oh, look, the one we just showed is out of stock. This is
yeah.
That's out of stock. I've never seen that before.
Oh.
Some weird Technic piece. So obviously, this community has already been online saying, "Hey, this is going on," and you can put alerts as well. So there's, I think it's role set up here. You can see people that have said, "Why sub animals?" And now, anytime someone posts something in this one that has the word animals in it, like this one's brand new, then you get an email message to say, "Hey, by the way, here's your there's this part is available on bricks and pieces." So the problem with this is there's enough people in this group. There's like 73 people in this group. Oh, maybe even more. So if sheep come up, they usually sell out in about 10 minutes. Because people that are on here that haven't gotten it yet, it's like, oh, I need those.
Yeah.
Right? But anyway, I find it handy to have.
No, it's a great tool.
Yeah. So if you want, I can throw the link in. I'll put the link in Facebook chat if anybody wants, because it's an open group. You just need to know what it is. Or not in Facebook chat, in YouTube chat. Oh, wait. Am I able to post? I might not be able to. You know what? I'll private chat it to you and you can throw it in.
Well, you know what? If I make you...
Well, that would work too.
I just got to see where...
It does look like it actually stuck. I think.
Did it take?
I don't know. Let me just check. I haven't seen it in our comments, in the comments in StreamYard yet. So maybe
there is a delay of, I don't know,
whatever
number of seconds, but I know what I should just do here, and just make you a moderator.
But you just met me. No.
I've been watching for a while, sir.
Yeah, this is true. And you have an invite for our channel now too, so.
Awesome. Yeah. Okay, so if I do this, add moderator. So you should be able to type and link anything.
All right, let's try it again and see what happens.
That should work.
Oh yeah, I'm a mod now. Yeah, it came up. It worked.
Nice.
Cool. And there it is. I see it in the private chat or in the. Anyway, so if anybody who is online is interested in that, it's a handy channel.
That's great because that's now permanently linked there too. So that's good. Yeah. People see it after the fact.
Yep, exactly. So.
All right. Well, those has been awesome. I'm glad we got to spend some time together.
For sure. Same.
Good dry run.
Yeah. So, thank you for having me.
Oh, and anytime, Jeff. So thanks. I hope everyone was successful. If you wanted to be successful tonight, spending money.
Yeah.
Well, we'll all have regrets tomorrow. Like, oh no, what did I do?
Well, yeah, I'm worried now that tomorrow I'm going to be like, oh, Pirates of Barracuda Bay. That Barracuda Bay set is like 1 cent under the limit. And it's I don't know that I want it. I've just heard people say that it's a really good set.
Yeah,
and I think until a week or two ago, I was like, I don't really think I want it. And then I hear that people are saying it's a really fun build, and I'm like, peer pressure.
It's funny, for everything I do watch, almost nobody has influenced a purchase.
Yeah,
on my part, I want it or I don't, but I am an impulse buyer, and sometimes I will flip, but that's on me. That's not because I saw something that said, because they like it or don't like it.
I have 3-4 sets that I bought that are just in my cupboard type thing, and at some point I'll either build them or I'll decide to get rid of them, whatever, right?
Yeah.
But for now, it's like, meh, we'll just leave it. So I might still buy it. It depends if I want another sailboat or not, which is, questionable.
Yeah. I've had some, in the past, my wife would go, oh my God, you bought this, you bought that. But now she sees like, oh my God, that's worth so much now. It's like, so now it's like, you do what you do. You're doing okay. Because there's no mistakes. It's just temporary oops. Later, it's like, oh, that was a good purchase. Exactly. It's discontinued now. Someone else wants it. And even if I don't sell it, I can trade it. And that's the thing. It has a value to somebody.
It has a value. Yeah, exactly. 36 Bricks just said the Pirates of Barracuda Bay is a really great set. Not into pirate ships, but the set is awesome. And I'm the same. I'm not that much into pirate ships, but it just looks like an awesome little set. And the fact that it can convert from a boat to the island is kind of cool.
Which was amazing. To have a second, I think any set that has a decent secondary build, the value add is amazing. I got the Mac Anthem truck, and I built the garbage truck first.
Okay.
As painful as that was, eventually I want to build the actual Mac Anthem.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to do it because I'm a truck driver's son. So
awesome.
That's
But
it's like, oh, I dread taking that thing apart though. Yeah. I really do.
Yeah. Do you have to, for the Pirates of Barracuda Bay, do you actually have to disassemble the whole ship, like the whole model, to build the ship, or is it like pull the ship parts out and put something else together?
I don't know. I haven't built it.
Oh, I thought you built it. Okay.
No.
36 Bricks might jump in and let us know.
Scott, do you know?
Laugh out loud. It's going to be my underwater sunken pirate ship.
Admittedly, I bought that set to get some gift with purchase, and I was kind of ashamed because it was probably one of those borderline purchases.
Yeah.
But I think it's a beautiful set.
Yeah.
I came around to it more after the fact.
Yeah. He's talking about putting into an underwater. He's putting it, I guess, into an aquarium or something.
I've heard him talk. I think I've heard him say this on his stream, and now, and you're going to have fish in the same tank.
Yeah.
This is something that's always concerned me. If they're cheap fish, whatever.
Yeah.
But
Dave Cowdice, Dave K, Sparky1701 on YouTube. He actually did that years ago with one of the older not classic space sets. I think it was I'm trying to think what the theme was. I don't remember which one. Explorian set or something like that. It was a ship, and like a spaceship, and he put it in his aquarium, and he still got it together to this day. And it was like the regular blue color, and now it's a faded blue, like the water in the tank actually.
I wonder if it was the water or if he had
in sunlight. I'm not sure.
Sunlight or even the UV lights.
Yeah, it could have been something like that. I don't remember.
It's been 8 years since I had any kind of tank, but I had a lot of funky lights. Yeah. And definitely, I think you could change some colors of plastic with some of them. Because I was so bad with the bulbs that it was almost obsessive. I would change them every couple of days to have a different visual effect.
Different color.
No, it was bad. I wouldn't clean the tank worth a damn. I was really bad that way. And I put it on my daughter. It's like, these are your fish. You clean it. And of course, it ended up getting to a point. Yeah. It turned out to be something none of us wanted to do.
Yeah. 36 Brick says you build the first cove first, and then very easy to take the ship off and just put it together. Oh, and Mama Lego's going to bed.
Have a good night, Mama.
Yeah. I think I might do the same. I'm getting sleepy.
Yeah, we got to get out of here.
Wow,
this is late. Yep. Well, thank you, everyone. Thanks, Jeff. I appreciate it. Keep me company. Suffering together.
Yeah, it was fun. Right. Hey, but hey, we both got a goal achieved.
So. Yeah, no, it was nice because it doesn't always work out. Yeah. Actually, it almost always has for me, so I can't complain. But you know what? I read the people venting. I feel for them.
Sure. Yeah, well, we'll see how soon things sell out tomorrow morning. And someone did ask a few moments ago, do you think the Star Wars that you bought was the gun shop was going to sell it before the
morning? I don't think so. Because I don't believe they're having manufacturing problems anymore.
Yeah.
I really
there's
don't.
107 new sets for North
There's
America,
a lot of stuff for people to buy. Yeah. And not everyone is a Star Wars fan.
No, for sure. If it was only that set and it was like pre-order for VIP,
it's a pricey set. And with any luck, enough people have been turned off by the negative comments about those stupid figures. All right. Have a good night, everyone.
Yeah. Talk to you later.
Peace.